Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all good. It's Friday early evening. Let me just sort myself out with this t-shirt. We're heading off back to the supermarket. It's been a beautiful day where I am, 26 degrees, hardly a cloud in the sky, which is an absolute miracle. And I'm back with another one, aren't I? Back with another beer review. And it's one that's local to me, the brewery are, but this was actually picked up in Morrison's, Shrewsbury. And it's from Pollys Brew Co. And this is a can of their Golden State California IPA. It's coming in at 5.9% ABV. I thought it was actually 5% ABV. Otherwise I might have picked a lighter one up to start off with, but hey ho, 5.9, we'll live with that. Lovely artwork, as you always get with Pollys. 440ml can. This coming at £3.75 individually, but did pick this up as a 4 for 3. So depending on what I got it with, I don't know, about £3 anyway. But yeah, hopefully it's going to be a decent one. On the back, it's got Chinook, Citra and Simcoe in blah, 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 blah. Ingredients: water, gluten, malted barley, oats, wheat, hops, yeast. And the best before is somewhere on the bottom, which I'm not really bothered about. 25th of the 3rd, 25. So, stop talking. Let's get it cracked open. I had a couple down Stonehouse because I do like going down there. Lovely hot day. It's a great atmosphere down there when it's hot day. Really busy. So there we go. That's the glass it's going to go in, and it's going in that beer hall glass because I know Pollys do this style of glass as well. So we'll whack it in a glass that resembles what they sell, although their one is a bit bigger. Hopefully it's going to be good. Anyway, I'm talking shit. Hope you're all going to have a good weekend. I think the weather's given to change where I am come later tonight, first thing in the morning, so it's probably going to be a miserable one, I expect. So hopefully you can have a good one. We'll go out and do something, no doubt. God knows what we're going to do. Anyway, beer in a glass. There we go. What you're seeing on camera is very sort of similar to what I've got this side. It's slightly different. You've probably got a bit more light showing on the camera, but yeah, that is pretty much identical. It's sort of like a hazy lemon looking beer. We've got about just over a finger ahead. The head looks kind of light and fluffy. Small ones, big ones. I'm kind of expecting the beer to be quite light for some reason. I don't know why. I think just because it's a supermarket beer. So, stop talking. Let's dive in, give it a sniff. I was getting carried away there. I was getting ready to dive in and have a drink. Interesting. Okay, there's a nice... I was getting a very funny sort of smell from it to start off with. Whether that was my glass, I don't know. Wow, there's some... It's hoppy. It's got a lovely hoppy aroma. Quite a fresh sort of hoppy aroma, I'm going to say. There's a sweetness there. Now, I'm struggling to pinpoint anything. But it's hoppy with a nice sort of sweet aroma. I want to say there's sort of like a vanilla note in there, that sort of sweetness, but it's not that. It's not that. It is fruity, it's juicy, there's a little bit of dankness in there as well. But actually picking specific notes out, I'm struggling today. But it's got everything I say. Anyway, stop talking. Pollys Golden State California IPA, 5.9% ABV. £3.75, but bought as a 4 for 3 from Morrison's. Struggling today, aren't we? Let's dive in. Cheers. First impressions, taste-wise, very nice, very nice. Body-wise, slightly different impression. 5.9% is quite a big ABV. It's got that light, drinkable body, not particularly weighty, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it would be nicer if it's a little bit more. Probably a bit more oats would have filled that out. And the carbonation in this beer sort of echoes the body, you know what I mean? When you get a lighter body, you get a certain level of carbonation generally, or you notice it more, and I think you notice the carbonation in this one more. That said, the mouthfeel is a little bit rough around the edges, but there is a nice smoothness to this beer. We'll get onto the tasting notes. We'll get the rest in. We'll see if anything particularly changes with the beer. I don't think it's going to change too much. I don't think that looks any hazier than it did before. Again, hoppy. On the taste now, I'm getting that sweet maltiness. I'm even maybe picking up a little caramel note in the background. Caramel toffee sort of note. And I'm being invaded by a fly. Dank. A little bit dry. A little bit sweet. If I'm going to pick out any juicy notes, I'm going to say pineapple and grapefruit. Sweet pineapple, bitter grapefruit, malty, a little bit of a caramel note, which is starting to fade a bit the more the sort of hops come in and the palate adjusts. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, that sweetness is just at the start. Right at the start. The more you drink, the hops are starting to sort of show their face a bit more, but you still get that little bit of a sweetness. Tails off. I say tails off. You get the bitterness from the grapefruit and the sweetness from the pineapple. When that sweetness sort of disappears, the grapefruit bitterness kicks in. I've got to say, I really like this actually. I think that's really nice. The body is a tad light, I would say, if I'm being picky, but it does give it a drinkability. The carbonation, you do feel a bit, but again, sort of goes hand in hand with that drinkability, having that little fizz of carbonation going on in there. A little bit rough, personally, for my liking, but I can get where we're going with it. Pineapple, passion fruit sort of thing going on. With a gripper, a grapefruit, bitter sort of back end. I like it. I do like it, and I love that little bit of a dank feel and that dryness. It sort of leaves you licking your lips. You know when your mouth goes dry and you lick your lips because it feels dry, which is only going to make you want to go in for a bit more. I like it. Good drop. Good drop. Yeah, I could drink a few of them. So Pollys Brew Co. out of Mould, North Wales, local to my sort of area. Golden State California IPA, 5.9%. Very nice indeed. I think this may well be one of them that is maybe going to divide people. There's going to be flavours in this, I think, that may suit some, may not suit others. But personally, for my taste buds, I do like it. I think that's a decent drop. I think there's enough going on in there. Decent drop. The only sort of downside maybe is the body and the carbonation. But it's a supermarket beer, £3.75, 4 for 3, so it's coming in at about £3. That's a good drop. That is a good drop. So yeah, if you're going to Morrison's and you see it, give it a go. If you've had the beer before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Now on this video, I will not put my intro, but as it happens, the intro, because I've swapped phones and everything got synced and what have you, turns out that I found the intro for the channel the other day. So I may well start putting the intro back in again here and there. But on this video, it's just going to be me. Stop waffling, Baz. Let the fuckers get back to their weekend. Hope you have a good one. And I will see you again soon on another one. Cheers.